Let's spend money.
Oh, well, that's just, never mind. I'm not going to say that. Get me in trouble because I'm recording this. Again, welcome to the Lee UCC for 2022. A word from Mr. Lewis Panzer. Winter's coming, so you'll see across the state the numbers are up. In 2023, we're going to focus on the low-hanging fruit. Obviously, we always try to touch on the excessive updates, but one of the things they're going to talk about too is why folks are out there and there's no cause and the damage occurs to the folks who are supposed to be professional excavators, and then an increased in public works education as well. Ask yourself what you can do to help reduce damages while you're out and about and then working for the company. And last but not least, stay safe and enjoy the holidays that are getting ready to come up. This photo right here, let me get my little high-speed laser pointer going on. Photo right here, we were at one of the, I think this was a NC State football game. They had the recruitment battalion next to us, and we had our tent. Yeah, we had our tent up there. So we took the little mini excavator out there, which was a big hit. And again, that's something that we can take if you guys have an event and you request it far enough out. I'm already taking requests for 2023 all the way up to April so far. Duke Energy has requested it, and then Halifax EMC, I believe, has requested as well. But we'll bring this out there as just another educational tool, not only for the folks who sit in the office who don't get a chance to operate, but the kids too. I mean, the kids have a blast. We'll get kids up there can't even reach the levers, and their parent and on one side and us on the other, we'll help them operate it. And when they get the balls in the bucket, man, they just light up. So it's pretty fun. As you can see here, we're going to look at November last year versus last month, and you can see the ticket across the state of North Carolina increased 6.2%, and then year to date a 7.3% increase. Transmissions a 2.8% increase over November last year, and then 3.6 year to date. And these numbers are going to be to the end of November. So right now we are at, let me back up one. So if I go back, we are at 2,326,000 tickets so far year to date. It's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be one of our biggest years as far as receiving tickets. And as you can see, the 3 hour is up 244%, not a whole lot, 18 to 62. The new tickets, you guys have had an increase of 56.5% over this time last year. So something is going on in Lee County. You guys know what it is? Huh?
Ting is here.
Good.
Fiber optic. They're going to hit every house in San.
Oh, they're doing a fiber overbuild. Oh, and what's the name of the company?
Ting.
Ting.
I've never even heard of that before.
I've seen them in Raleigh a lot, and now
Ting, T-I-N-G.
I'm starting to see them down here.
Oh, they're their own company like Google Fiber and Verizon. Ting.
With Charter. And we all,
Wow.
they're only well, no, AT&T's here too.
Okay, so they're driving this train then. Is why you guys have such an increase in tickets compared to last November. And then I'm going to say they're driving an increase of ticket updates as well on the ones they've already called in. But still, even with the increase, the average location per day is average about 59. Year to date, you can see the 3 hours are actually down, even though it was up last month, year to date. And the new tickets a 4.8% increase. And then the ticket updates, you guys are really doing good. And it's a small decrease, 0.2% over this time last year. And then the average locates per day, year to date, 44. That's what amazed me. So in Lee, you had 1,240 tickets that were called in. And out of those, Sanford had 1,172. Nobody was even close. Broadway had 53. It seems like all the work is taking place. There was some smaller ones in there that I kind of actually peeled down just to get some of the highlights here. But yeah, I'm sorry, Sanford is driving this train right now.
Nothing going on in those other places. Girl, we just built up. Carolina Trace is built up.
And out of the reported damages that were called into 811 last month, you can see there were 17 in this county. So did Dominion have any called in? You guys have any damages last month? In October?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't think you had any in Lee and, okay. So you guys aren't part of this 17. Somebody did some damages. Thankfully, if the excavator doesn't call, the utility owner follows up with us, hey. The fiber was hitting the water. Who was hitting the water?
Team was hitting water.
Wow.
Because water can't be located.
Oh, it can't be located? This must not be very deep either, because usually telecommunications don't go that deep.
They go deep, they hit the sewer. When they go shallow, they hit the water.
Wow.
As long as they missing me, I'm good. Because we're in the middle.
Oh, my. All right, some important dates coming up. This is actually a photo that we, in Greensboro, they had something called Greensboro Beautiful or Neighbor Woods, and volunteers come out. These folks from A&T, they came out and helped plant trees along a specified. They do all the work. They go out and they call locates in. They dig the holes, and they're setting the trees out there. I got there early that morning. They were still setting trees out. They come out, somebody unloads the shovels, and then they have a big speech. And it's a pretty good event, right? Planting trees that are native to the area, and these folks come out and help. So it's a good deal. But coming up next month, Tuesday, January the 17th, we've got the Underground Damage Prevention Review Board. And as you'll see, all these events are taking place at the NC 811 Event Center on High Point Road in Greensboro. They're going to start at 10 a.m. They don't have a video set up where you can watch it, but you can listen to it via the phone if you go to their website. Have you guys ever been to their website yet, the Underground Damage Prevention Review Board? So you can go and actually see who's on the board. They're governor appointed, and then of course they have to be vetted before they're accepted on the board. But there's a number on that date you can dial in and listen to the proceedings. You can't interject, even if you're there in person or on the phone. You can't interject. You just kind of listen to see what's going on. The NCUCC is going to take place the 10th. Again, that's going to be at the NC 811 Event Center. That starts at 10 as well. And then I believe that is a hybrid, so you can join online if you'd like. NCUCC calendar is how you jump on that one. And then the LRPC, or the North Carolina Locate Resolution Partnership Committee, is going to meet on the 18th. And again, that's going to be at the Greensboro Event Center, and that's going to start at 11. So you can join that one online as well if you'd like to see what they're doing. So they're kind of in between the local UCC and the state UCC. They're the ones who say, hey, we want you to go after the low hanging fruit. Why are these folks doing these damages? They're not calling in. Why are these excessive updates? Which, since I've been here, it's always been excessive updates. And you talk to people, and some of them are responsive. Some of them like, okay.
Depends on who you talk to.
Yeah.
Who's
So,
doing the scheduling. And then the communication between the girl sitting in the office and the guys out in the field is usually none.
well, my biggest thing is that some of these companies, and I'll use Pike as an example. Pike is updating tickets that don't need to be updated.
They already works already.
But they're working for Duke Energy. And I'm like, Duke Energy, you guys, you're paying. I don't get it.
They're not communicating.
Yeah, I don't understand
They're
that.
not communicating.
Well, you need a supervisor over there, grab them by the collar and say, stop doing that. It's costing us money in the long term, because every time a ticket's generated, we get a bill. And you guys saying it's going to take one day to change a pole out, and it's on their 15th update. We're getting 15 updates. But, you know, that, again, that drives the O&M cost up, and then they'll go to the telecommission, say our O&M cost up, we need a rate increase. And then the end user ends up paying for that stuff. Yep. So, yeah. Some upcoming holidays. Obviously, you don't have to worry about Thanksgiving and the day after Thanksgiving when folks are calling in their 3-day their locate request. You have to exclude these days off the 3 working days, Christmas Day, day after Christmas. So the 26th, 27th, and then obviously New Year's take place on the weekend. So they're going to celebrate it or observe it on January the 2nd. Those days will have to be excluded from the 3 waiting day or working day notice. Again, if you want to know what's going on in the NC 811 world, 2 calendars you can go to, the NC 811 calendar and the NC UCC calendar of events. There's your good looking team. Hey, I got a bone to pick with these folks. These folks right here got stars by their pictures, but we got like nothing. We're like the Motley Crue or the Three Amigos or something here. I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah. So there's our newest liaison, Mr. Tyler Ross. He is out in the western part of North Carolina. And he's doing a fantastic job for us so far. So hopefully he's happy with the job, and welcome aboard. Thank you for your time and attention. Again, a copy of this audio, because I could not get my video to work, will be uploaded to the NCUCC website and along with the PDFs, and you can check it out at a later date. All right, guys, as always, this, and again, I don't know why my camera's not working.
I have to think.
I don't know. That's usually a pretty good camera, and I haven't had any problem with it. This is the first time. But we're going to go ahead and open up the floor. Any projects or issues, excessive locates you guys are having in Lee County. So you guys good?
Recovery updates.
Yeah, the updates, man, are just. I just shake my head every time somebody starts talking about it, and well, you guys don't care.
I talked to a guy yesterday, called in 25 tickets. He's not gonna be in our area until April.
He's already called them in. So what? Why is he doing it?
He's gonna keep updating them until April or May when he finally gets to Sanford.
Why?
That's what he's gonna.
What's the name of the company?
Fogs.
Oh, he's not coming till April now?
He won't hit Horner Boulevard until April. He's calling in tickets all the way.
He told me January 2nd.
Well, he's gonna be here January 2nd, but he's gonna be on the other side of Athens Ferry going to Broadway. He's not coming back this way until April.
So he's calling in all the tickets and then continuously update, even though it's not gonna be working
He's
here.
not gonna be
So
here.
why is he doing that? Did you ask him why?
Yes. Because it's usually not him that's calling the tickets in. Like I said, it's the secretary.
Give me his information when we get done here, and I'll call him and find out why they're calling tickets in. There's not gonna be working.
Austin Hamilton is the guy's name. I had to look up the ticket and get the number.
Yeah, give me the number and I'll reach out to him and find
I
out.
talked to him, he told me January 2nd. I ended up putting down code 61
Yeah,
being
that's what I did.
coded to,
I'm going,
because, well, 60
Mark it
stays on the
together.
screen, 61 it goes off.
yeah.
Cause I was like, he called me back, we talked before Thanksgiving. I was like, well, he's gonna have to update it 2 or 3 times before January.
How long is the job?
Years,
Now, how long is the job?
couple of years.
I can't tell you.
He's replacing.
No, I meant in length, 2 miles?
Oh, what, 5 miles maybe?
He's calling the whole
We're talking
5
about-
miles in at
we're
one
talking
time?
about from Horner Boulevard.
I'm not from this area.
Yeah, Dyer,
Diver
all the way to
across
Broadway.
corner,
All the way to
all the way
Broadway.
to Avis Ferry.
Yeah, that's.
So he
our-
called the whole job in at one time,
Yeah,
and then he's gonna continuously update it.
yeah.
No, so if they had to pay for these tickets, they wouldn't do that. You know, if they look at it like that, every ticket I call in, I gotta pay for it. I'm gonna continuously update it till April. That's gonna blow my budget. But it's free.
It doesn't affect it.
It's free, right?
Yeah.
It's free.
Well, that's the thing about it. You want them calling it in, so you don't want to complain too much, you know? And that's the way I personally look at it, and.
Well, they're gonna call it. It's part of North Carolina law that they're supposed to do that. So
Uh,
If you're not
yeah,
gonna
I
be
mean,
there.
I don't want them to, I mean, you know what I'm saying, you know, I'd rather them call and I touch base with them every now and then than.
yeah, but you're just one entity. What about the other entities who
Oh, I
are
get it.
receiving that bill and they're not actually doing the work? And yeah, it's just Again, if they had to pay for those locates, they wouldn't call them in that early and then keep updating them, places that are not working. You guys putting in any new gas line in the area or having, obviously you're not having any excessive damages to your facilities. Do you have any near misses?
They don't know about those.
They don't never call near misses.
Yeah.
I just scraped the metal. Don't worry about it. Cover it back up.
Well, they know to call us if they scrape the metal. but-
No gas, no foul. Everybody knows in the area to go ahead and give you a call.
Yeah.
Broken tracer wires.
We're still, what, 3 years later, 4 years later, working on Broadway, 42 highway project. It was supposed to end the end of the year, but something's come up with that now.
Oh.
But they're near the end of that, thank God. We hadn't had major stuff, like maybe last month was worse than what this month has been. I think it'll be fun.
All right, well, let's just see when we're gonna meet next time. And obviously, it's gonna be next year, so before we wrap up, I'd like to wish everybody a very happy new year and a Merry Christmas. So we're gonna be January the 10th. We're gonna meet back here again, first of the year. And hopefully we can get some more bodies in here, or at least somebody online.
Made it a little tough. We got a lot of folks off.
Yeah, I mean, I was off yesterday. I'm gonna be off Friday and Monday, just trying to burn my vacation up before I can't carry it over. So yeah. Yep. All right. Let me stop this recording here, folks. And I will see y'all next year. Yeah.